Hello everybody, this is Dolpha, and we're back in Sharin no Kuni. Let's carry on. Ah, school's already over.
どうした?珍しそうに。
Do I? No. I was just thinking about how soothing the fact that time continues to flow regardless of any given individual's perception of it is.
おお、なんだか素敵な発言だな。森田君は容姿端麗なだけでなく、詩人でもあったのか。
Thank you. You're not too bad looking yourself, but I think you should give the bangs a rest. Yeah.
よく言われるよ。どうした?僕の顔に何かついてる?
Ah, no. Was it just my imagination? For a second there, I felt something approaching bloodlust. Oh, I might have missed that. I missed it.
今日みたいに世界が赤い日には執筆速度が上がりそうだね。
Isano spread out his arms and thrust his chest outward into the light. As he did, oh dear. His fingertips grazed Natsumi's cheek.
あ、ごめん。
You've killed her, Isano. Natsumi stood petrified, wearing an expression of utmost fear. Hey, don't worry about it. No special high-class individual would get on your case about that. They're not gonna punish you for something that you couldn't avoid. Thank God. Otherwise... I didn't know how long Natsumi has been burdened with her obligation, but such things were to be expected in one's daily life. So the prospect of violating her obligation in such a way should not have instilled any particular sense of fear in her. But if that were the case, why was she trembling like this? Natsumi ran out of the classroom without another word.
どうした森田君?やけにシリアスな顔をしているが?
Does it? Oh, right. So, chase or ignore, technically. Let's chase. Why not? More story. I couldn't just leave her alone. See you tomorrow. I waved to Isano and ran out into the hallway. The setting sun dyed the corridor red. Natsumi was staggering left and right, trying to keep her distance from the surrounding people. I ran up to her and caught her attention. Let's walk home together! Oh god, terrifying. Her voice was no longer the that of an insect's, but it carried the unmistakable tone of rejection nonetheless. I really didn't understand why she disliked me so much. I'm going to walk next to you, okay? You're terrifying, the poor girl. She cowered before me, as if I were the predator and she was the prey. I needed to get her to calm down before anything else. I'm sorry I surprised you by calling you Nat-chan, which someone told me that's how you say it. Thank you very much. All of a sudden, you can call me Ken-chan in return, okay? Okay. I begged for her acceptance so incessantly that it frustrated even myself. Since you were the first person I met in this town, Natsumi's expression clouded over, right as I was about to tell her an awesome joke. The hands grasping the hem of her skirt began to quiver. Poor girl. She looked like she was suffocating.
私と一緒にいると変な噂立っちゃいますよ。
Rumors? Rumors?
みんなからいじめられたり、ひどいこと言われたりしちゃいますよ。
Don't worry, Natsumi. Nobody can bully someone that's this big-headed. Don't worry. Ah, that would certainly be a problem. I've been tasked with interrogation and harmonization, after all. More to the point, it appeared that Natsumi herself had been a victim of bullying. Is it because of your obligation?
いえ、どうなんでしょう。私はそういうの関係なしだと思います。
I don't know how it is around here, but in the city, the probation of love obligation is only assigned to lying, cheating scumbags who try to pull off the playboy lifestyle, breaking hearts in the process. Well, there are women who act the same way too. Frankly, it's a pretty shameful obligation. Discrimination arises as a result of this badge. I wanted to know the reason behind her badge. I wanted to know how and why a girl like Nat-chan had committed such a sin. Natsumi looked timidly in my direction. What's wrong? Do I have bugs crawling out of my ears? Ew. More stink bugs. What was this? I had let my true emotions bleed through? Old man Hozuki would have killed me if he had caught wind about this. Ahem, I'm Morita Kenichi. My life's goal is to manipulate people like tools. I tried calming her down a bit with my catchphrase. Listen up. This country's position is something akin to the world's leader, the supreme arbiter of justice. You see, all because we won the war 100 years ago, you see. That was terrible. And you see, the special high-class law, our country's crowning achievement, you see. It's for worthless criminals like you see. It's the perfect system of punishment, designed for re-education, you see. Lots of UCs. I love you! I jerked my head downward, facing toward Natsumi. She fled from my presence. What the hell am I doing? Well, think about it. Say you moved to the city and became a water flea, then grew weary of your travels and returned to your hometown in the country. When you arrive, you find that the ordinary girl, the girl who you were close to, has turned into a lungfish. A lungfish. If something like that happened to you, I'm sure you'd freak out, right? That's my current thought process, and apparently it's showing on my face. I needed to get going too. Alright. My shadow grew long beneath the setting sun. The sudden appearance of a second shadow caused me to spin around. Oh, you're heading home too, Chairman. I had stopped for a smoke break in the thicket over yonder, so it was getting pretty late. Oh God. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! What's with you? Oh God. Ah, I see. You had to stay behind for supplementary lessons. Did I say that right? I've only ever heard that in Japanese, technically, in animes. Because in the UK, they never have that. Now, I'm guessing that you're not actually too bad at studying, am I right? Call it Woman's Intuition, Kenichi Edition. I was right, after all. I took a look at the problems on your exam. As long as you know the material, there should be no problem, right? Your obligation means that you have to follow all of Kyoko-san's orders. She defines your curfew, forces you to eat all of your carrots, makes you go to bed early, and so on. Really? Oh God. Now, what I'm getting at is that keeping all of these orders straight requires a pretty decent memory. In other words, she couldn't use poor memory as an excuse. She took it out of her bag and handed it to me. Let's see here.
3の事情ってあるでしょ?
9. That'd be 9.
私、うっかり6にしちゃってて。
A simple mistake, huh?
戦争が終わって特別高等法が施行されたのってさ。
The end of the century, 1994. 9. What the hell was that? 1999.
19,999年にしちゃってて。
Oh, an extra 9. Wow, that was pretty damn clumsy. You should take it more slowly, calm down a bit, and recheck all of your answers.
テスト中も最後に見直ししてるんだけど、見直す箇所が多すぎて青ざめるのよ。
True. You don't deal well with pressure, huh?
何？その知った風な口の利き方は。
She scowled at me. You're the type that agonizes over whether to push the button to get the bus to stop, or to wait for someone else to do it. Am I right?
偉そうなんだけど。
Don't get angry so easily. She was the type just asking to be teased, and yet didn't want to be teased. If that wasn't selfish, I didn't know what was. I'm going home. See you tomorrow.
サチの部屋に泊まってるって？
She called for me to stop. Yeah, she's really helping me out. So I'm thinking of doing all the housework in return.
森田健一って料理とか得意なの？
Oh, I think so. I mean, I brag about it once in a while. Japanese, Indian, French, Italian. I guess you could say I'm a bit of an iron chef.
へえ。私も中華料理は作ってみたいなって思うのよね。酢豚とか美味しそうだよね。
Oh, that sounds nice. Wait a second. Hey, I thought you didn't read that series. So why can you understand what I said? Those get mentioned in the Japanese and Western installments. Uh-oh, busted. Her mouth may not have said, oh crap, but her face certainly did. Aren't you prohibited from reading books for pleasure? You wouldn't happen to be violating your obligation by reading them secretly, would you?
違う。お母さんに禁止される前は好きでよく読んでたのよ。今は読んでないよ。
I'm convinced. I looked at her.
ちょっと疑うの？
When did your mum make you stop reading for pleasure?
去年よ。
You'd better throw them away.
だから。
You underestimate my otakuism. I happen to know for a fact that sweet and sour pork was not mentioned until this year's April edition. Busted. I don't know how lenient your previous special high-class individual was, but Old Man Hozuki is dangerous. Extremely dangerous. I pointed my finger at her face to emphasize what I just said.
でも持ってるだけなら。
Better safe than sorry. Books are meant to be read. Owning books that you don't plan to read strikes me as rather suspicious. Owen's expression took a turn for the sour.
なんとかならないかな。
Not unless you get Kyoko-san's permission.
そんな。お母さん、私が勉強できないからって遊ぶなっていつも言うの。
Oh, God. That's gonna burn me out.
おかげでテレビもバラエティとか見れないし、音楽も国歌みたいのしか聴けないし。
No time to relax. Oof. A flood of complaints issued forth from her mouth. You should try to get on her good side. She's the one who decides the severity of your obligation, after all.
でも、お母さんやたら厳しいし、規則とか理屈とか大事にする人だし。
I see. You can appeal to the sentiments of anyone. Even businesses often hire based on a good first impression, rather than a simple assessment of one's ability. That's just how the world works. Hell, I've been through enough to know this firsthand.
よくわかんない。
Her expression began to cloud over. But, man, I can't believe that you, of all people, would like that series.
悪い？
I thought you hated books. Don't you hate stupid things?
くだらないことは嫌いだけど、あの本の真面目な話は好きなの。
Also, you want to watch variety shows.
バラエティはくだらなくないの。
Is it variety shows? I don't know. Is that how you say it? Probably. By whose standard? Just what exactly do you consider stupid?
だから言うでしょ、おはヨーグルトとか。
Slang, like bay. I hate that saying, bay. Oh my god, have you seen me and my bay? Oh, I love my bay, so sexy bay. Oh god, it's annoying. I don't think that happens very often.
下品な下ネタとか。
Well, I've certainly never heard of a sophisticated dirty joke.
とにかく嫌い。
She must have made a fool of herself in the past.
あ、そろそろ帰んなきゃ。
Did Kyoko-san order you to go home by 6 again?
今日はラジオ聞きたいから。
Her skull loosened up a bit. I guess she was looking forward to it. About what time do you go to bed?
11時くらいかな。
Oh, early.
ってなんで森田健一なんかに私生活を晒さなきゃいけないのよ。
Aw, but I want to sneak into your window. I want to sneak through your window and, like, creep on you and be creepy. Like a normal person.
帰る。
I have a bit of spare time, so I'll escort you. I started walking.
別にいいって。
She followed me, but not without another complaint. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Oh, we're back. Okay.